They try to put me in a shape that flatters their shallow understanding. A cube of comfort, a frame of projection, a trophy on the shelf of conformity. They construct around me a metal skeleton dressed in brick skin, as if bricks ever built truth. But they lay their illusion like mortar, layered in assumptions fused by ignorance. And before the final brick, before their labels click into place, I step out, quietly, with a grin sharpened by knowing. Labels are bullets, they aim at depth, but I am not the silhouette they shoot at. Each word they fling misses, not because I dodge, but because their aim is shackled to a mirror that lies to itself. Their frame is welded by repetition, mimicry disguised as identity. They loop in circles and call it selfhood, but I see the pattern. I see the hollow repetition, like wind-up dolls with code for thoughts. They mimic what they cannot touch, and then call it authenticity. They inhale your flame and exhale diluted smoke. They do not create, they reproduce. They do not become, they perform. And they always clap for the actor they believe they are. You can't weld a flame into stillness. You can't decorate fire, then ask it to sit down. My existence is not for your museum. It burns, it melts, it dissolves the framework. It doesn't scream, it simmers until your entire illusion sweats. Narcissistic architecture, built with mirrors, looped corridors, and trapdoors labeled love. But it's all brickwork echo, patterned repetition masquerading as design. They build for show, but they build the same box over and over and wonder why it caves. You climb to nowhere on rungs made of recycled lies. Each step whispers, you're almost there, while the ceiling fan above spins in existential mockery. Movement becomes a religion. Progress becomes a sedative. All while I sit in silence and study the directionless dance. They label and I reflect, but not to mimic, to mirror their madness back into their own eyes. Reverse psychology isn't a tactic, it's a lens. I become the reflection too complex for their mimicry to counterfeit. Shoot your bullets of names. Frame me in your falsified terms. Try to define me, reduce me, categorize me. But I am not data. I am the glitch in your pattern, the silent burn in your system. You can't diagnose fire and expect it to sit in your file cabinet and not burn it down. Tail becomes tail, then tail becomes tail, and the spin begins again. Patterns talking to patterns, thinking they've discovered wisdom. But I see the map from above, watching the ants reinvent the wheel. You can't chase me in a loop I exited years ago. Tell the truth to someone who's never met it, and watch their mouth go static. Their software crashes, error-coded in denial. They loop harder. They chase faster. They spin under ceiling fans that cool no one and move nowhere but in circles. You label me? Missed again. You build a box. I melt it. You chase your tail or tail while I sip silence and mirror the madness back to the void from which you borrowed your name. Enjoy the loop and remember, your bricks were never real and I was never inside your bullshit box you call real and I call illusion of a narcissist. And that grin you see? It's the shape of truth when it doesn't need to speak. The truth is a bitch, and she has her whip and guillotine, not to mention a sarcastic, silent grin.